Alright, and it looks like we are good to start. Let's head back into it. So hopefully everybody's doing good this afternoon. Hopefully everything's going well.
The Empire requires your assistance with a covert mission deep in Iconian territory. It is dangerous, but if successful, it has a chance of turning the tide of the war in our favor. Report to the Denasia system. There you will meet a man named Ramir. He wants to explain the details of the operation to you personally.
Alright.
The war continues, and
Let me do the things here. Let me get these. Kinda can't do that one. Yeah, hopefully everybody's doing good. Hopefully everybody's doing good. Hopefully everything's going well. And oh, these things are kind of weird. It's kind of weird how they just appear and disappear. I think that is it. So we can transwarp and start the mission. Yeah, hopefully everybody's doing well. Hopefully everything is going well. Of course, while I'm streaming, I gotta have my caffeine. gotta have my coffee.
Ready for transport.
I call that ship just appears. It doesn't like decloak or anything. Acknowledged.
Kapla, and welcome aboard the IKS Hague. My name is Ramir, and this is my ship.
You asked for me personally.
You are a hero of the Empire, and Klingon intelligence is well aware of your abilities. I was given the authority to pick who would assist us on this mission, and your name was at the top of the list.
But you don't have much of a reputation.
If you do not know about my team or our missions, then I have been successful. There are many battles fought in shadow. Now, if you don't have any further questions, follow me to the briefing room. I will give you more details about our mission there.
I'd like to hear more about House Pegh.
House Pegh is the code name for a discreet group that serves the Empire. My team are all warriors, but you will not find us screaming battle hymns or leading the charge against an army. Guile and secrecy are our weapons of choice.
Guile.
There is honor to be found, even in dishonesty. If an enemy force can be felled by words or the simple removal of one troublesome individual, the entire Klingon Empire is strengthened by the acts of a few brave men and women. My warriors do not use poison, and we look our targets in the eye before they die. But there is no need to shout when a whisper carries more meaning.
A very enlightened outlook.
The past few years have brought about many changes in our ways, and a warrior who only uses one weapon would be a poor warrior indeed. As the mighty Kalis once said, a well-aimed blade can sometimes achieve more fully armed armada. Now let us begin the briefing.
Lead the way. All right. Oh, of course. There we go. Go.
Data recovered from the station in the Calbridan system has pinpointed the location of a second base in the Denasia system, containing several of the Iconian's Omega generators. I understand you had a hand in recovering this information.
That's classified.
Of course. Nevertheless, we have the coordinates of the Iconian base. Our plan is to sneak in and sabotage the Omega generators. Taking them out will cripple the Iconians' ability to refine the Omega molecules that fuel their gateway networks.
How are we supposed to sneak into the system?
Infiltration is our specialty, and we have technology not available to other ships of the fleet. Our cloaking device can extend to protect your ship as well. That should be sufficient to protect us.
Sounds risky. What if the Iconians find us?
Then we fight. I expect we will have to fight our way out anyway, after we detonate the Omega generators. I hope your crew is up to the challenge.
What's the risk of nullifying warp travel for light years around the Denasia system?
Our scientists put the risk of a catastrophic reaction at less than 7%. That is an acceptable risk.
Any chance of an Omega detonation is too great of a chance.
This is our mission. You, of course, have the authority to change our mission parameters.
I'd like to speak to your technical expert and come up with a better solution.
Belair is right over there. She will also be a part of the away team to help extract any Iconian intelligence we find in the facility. Be careful. Her mate Travana is very protective.
Understood.
What do you want?
Ramirez suggested I speak to Belair.
Why?
Our mission parameters.
Don't worry, Travana. It's fine.
Oh, Ramirez tells me there's a chance of causing a mega chain reaction when we blow the generators.
Yes, but the chances are slight. If the charges are properly placed and calibrated, it should not be a problem.
There must be a better way.
Well, the risk comes from non-stabilized Omega particles. They are very unstable. If a chain reaction starts, we will not be able to stop it. If that happens, we'll lose our ship, yours, and anything within a few thousand kilograms at the least. But if that happens, the heralds in the system will be destroyed too.
We have
That's something.
Oh, whoops. We have technology to stabilize Omega particles, but it'll take more time.
Right. If we were to stabilize the particles into one or more Omega molecules, the chance of a detonation would be greatly reduced. I will need to run some numbers. We will have to give ourselves more time in the facility, and there is a greater risk of discovery, but it might be the better option.
I agree. Make your calculations. I'll update the mission parameters.
I disagree. Taking the time to stabilize the molecules puts the team in danger.
Afraid of a little danger, Travana?
You insult my honor. It is my duty to protect this team. I will not sacrifice Belair's, our lives, for needless precautions.
I'm changing the mission, and it is a necessary change. I won't be responsible for loss of warp travel in this region.
So be it, Pegh.
I heard that. Alright, back over. Maximize that. Even though I can actually see this map. This particular map's not that big, but... Alright, back over. Back over to the, back over to our ship. I'm guessing our particular cloaking device ain't gonna cut it. Which is kind of odd it wasn't brought up in the dialogue. Yeah, it's kind of weird it wasn't brought up in the dialogue since Klingon ships actually do have cloaking devices.
are beyond the Herald sensor range, but we should not approach any closer without the protection of a cloaking device.
Agreed.
Once we get close to the planet, we will not be able to risk a wide scan. So we will need to perform a series of pinpoint triangulation scans in order to locate the facility housing the Omega generators. At least we can remain cloaked while we do so.
Fortunate.
Once we have the location of the facility, my team will meet yours on the surface.
And when we're finished,
Then arm your weapons and prepare for battle. Our cloaks will do us no good after the Heralds discover our sabotage.
affirmative. All right. Scan the system. Hail Ramir.
In order to expedite the triangulation process, my ship will move away from yours and perform our own scan. Once we have reached a distance of 4 kilocams.
4 kilocams is 8 kilometers, correct? I'll move the ship hang that far from your ship.
Position confirmed. Beginning scans.
All right. Triangulate.
Sensor interference is preventing us from getting a good reading. Move to 16 kilometers.
All right.
16 kilometers confirmed. Beginning sensor sweep.
Triangulate again.
Belair here. I have coordinates for the facility, but I cannot do a deep scan without revealing our presence. We will be beaming in blind.
I'll prepare my way team to meet you on the surface. All right. Prepare for transport. All right. Down we go. So yeah, this event ends on August 10th. I think I mentioned it, but hopefully after this will be the next story mission. I hope. There we go. There we go.
This facility was very well concealed and shielded. Even now, our scans are so limited, we cannot get an accurate readout of the layout.
The Omega generators put out a large amount of interference. Ambient radiation levels are elevated.
True, but our tricorders will be of assistance while navigating.
We should set out.
Now that we are on site, there is something you need to know.
It's holding information from a Dahar Master, Ramir.
Only because I had orders which would supersede yours. I am not the leader of House Pegh. Now that we have secured the landing area, it is safe for him to join us.
If you're not leading this mission, then who is?
Ramir to Hague. We are ready for him.
Kapla, you and your team have done well so far. Now, let us vanquish our foes.
My Emperor.
Such formality is not needed here. I am a warrior in service of the Empire, the same as you.
Why are you here?
I am more than a figurehead. A man cannot lead an empire of warriors without being a warrior himself. I carry the Sword of Kahless, a weapon of fables, forged by Kahless the Unforgettable in the fires of the Kristok volcano, and cooled in the icy waters of the Lake of Luthor. This blade slew Molor, it conquered the Fakiri, and created a mighty empire. Now I will wield it against the infernal servants of the demons of air and darkness.
Do you think we'll need the sword here?
There is always a need for the Sword of Kahless. It is a symbol of eternal victory. No one who uses it can be defeated.
Alright. So we need to go this way because, of course, the map...
Right behind you.
Because, of course, the map is obviously not working. Yeah, don't want to be in that. Yeah, of course. Of course, they don't move out of range of the attack. They just kind of stand right. They just kind of stand right in the range there. Grab the items. Alright, this way.
Sensors are picking up a different Omega generator. My team will handle this one.
Alright, so that means we gotta go. That means we gotta go this way. Alright. Oh, there's a Harbinger. Don't like the absolutely do not like being stuck in place, even when using some of the abilities. Alright, need to dispatch the gateway. Grab the thing from this terminal. Alright. Gotta stabilize the thing. Hey! Alright. Now that we've done that, we can set the charges.
Our charges are set. We will meet with you in the hallway ahead.
We need to go this way. Ability is pretty good for like a single. Ability is pretty good for a single attack. Granted, you think they'd be well aware that there's a ship in orbit though, with like an ability where we could just bring down a strike like that. See more of them. I see more of them in here. Nope. Don't want you being that close. Yes, I am well aware about having to use the tricorder in this section.
We got some information from the Iconian network. How did you do?
We found a terminal, but we can't read the data.
Fortunately, I come prepared. My tricorder is loaded with the best decryption subroutines available in the Empire. Wrote a couple of them myself.
Here, see what you can do.
This is interesting. There are battle plans here for the Delta Quadrant. The Iconians were advising the Vadvar for months before the conflict started then. In fact, the Iconians insisted that the Vadvar start their attack in the Krenim Imperium, although they didn't say why. I also see data on where the Omega energy is being distributed. This is good. If we use this, we can attack the subspace stations where... Oh no!
What is it?
It's a cat! One of the Iconians! It is here!
Ticket's present doesn't change what we're here to do. We finished the job.
Yes, sir. We need to find the last generator.
Let's go. Need to go this way. All right. Oh, one of my crews down. Like right in the middle. Like right in the middle there.
Use that panel to access a visualization node and locate the last Omega generator.
All right.
Zoom in on that. It's Ticket.
An Iconian! My blood sings for this battle. It will be glorious.
Let me fight this battle.
Your bravery is commendable, but the Empire still has need of your talents. You command a mighty warship and have many battles left to fight. My path takes me to this Iconian.
I will respect your choice.
Kahless, my Emperor, you are the strongest of Klingons. You wield the sword of Kahless. But there is no one who can face an Iconian in single combat.
Listen to Ramir.
The war does not go well for us. You all know what we face. Our people need a symbol to inspire them. That is what I was created to be. This battle will be one of legend. Every soldier of the Empire will have this tale on their lips.
I like how that last dialogue choice kind of contradicted what I've chosen the previous one. Do they need a martyr to inspire them?
This is not my day to die. It is my day to kill an Iconian.
Gravana, Belair, do you want to weigh in on this?
Who am I to argue with the Emperor?
Belair?
Firing a disruptor at an Iconian is like attacking a starship with a stick. The Sword of Kahless is a remarkable weapon. It might be the only thing that could work.
Kahless, what's your plan?
We part ways here. Complete your mission. I will descend to the lower level and challenge the Iconian.
Fight well, Emperor.
We create a legend this day. Remember it.
We will assist you in any way we can.
If anyone can kill an Iconian, it is Kahless.
All right.
Miko Kara Enokia
Close. Oh. Save the I will save the orbital bombardment for when we enter the room, because we are about.
Cat, I have come for you. Face me, creature. I challenge you to honorable combat. Come forth. I am Kahless, the Unforgettable. Destroyer of Molor, defender of Kamchi, and Emperor of the Klingons. In my hand is the Sword of Kahless, first of its kind. Will you not face me, Ticket? What could a being such as yourself have to fear from one man?
We are able.
see that. Nope. Yeah, the gate. Yeah, these gateways need to go. Gateways dispatched. Yeah, we're all attacking. We're all attacking this at the same time. Don't think he... Oh, okay. Okay, nope, he called reinforcements.
Too strong. Nothing Kalis can do is hurting it.
We
have to weaken the Iconian, and I think I know how. Omega molecules gather energy like sponges in water. That's why a small amount of Omega can generate such a vast amount of power. Quick, find a console and activate the reactor. If we hit the Iconian with Omega, we might be able to injure it.
Alright. This console right here.
Ha! Glorious battle!
Console, we use this one. And the middle one. Middle one should do it. Before I do that, what is my anti-proton damage? Which I don't think the weapon I'm using is actually. Yeah, pulse. Okay.
The honorable warrior will always prevail, demon. You are no god, Pegh, and your tyranny ends now! Now, to finish this. Near to Pegh with emergency transport now.
We've lost Kalis, and we were unable to stop the production of Omega molecules. The Iconian war will continue, and much blood will be shed.
The mission wasn't a complete loss.
True. The data recovered by your team in Belair will be invaluable to the Alliance. The only thing to do is make sure it reaches them. To do that, we must escape this system.
Agreed. The Alliance needs this.
You're right. We can't risk this intel not making it back to the homeworld. I've pinpointed an excellent transmission spot near here where we can send out an encrypted microburst of data. If we don't make it out of here, at least the information can be of use to those who still fight. The Emperor's sacrifice cannot be in vain.
The Iconians will try to stop us. Let's go. I think I am... Okay. I was gonna say, I think I'm stuck, but luckily, Alright. Alright, the first group's been taken care of.
We're at the optimal transmission location.
Go get the transmission out.
Iconian gateways. It's an ambush.
Go. Yeah, the gate. Got weapons, forward weapons. And let's get a little help. And let's get a little help in here. Did not even notice that. Did not even notice that those were a. Alright, this one's almost done. See that enemy all the way. You can see that enemy all the way over there. Yeah, this gateway needs to go. I can get this ship face forward. Pretty sure the engines have been. Also pretty sure there's one more group of ships happening after this. So I don't want to use the Nimbus thing just yet. I think I was a little bit too close to that ship and it exploded. Yeah, we got a little bit far away from where we need to be. Got a little bit far away from where we need to be.
More gateways. Something big is coming through.
All right. Say beams or whatever. Those EMP things are really obnoxious. Not only does it disable all the weapons, it completely disables all the abilities. Nope, not that. Yes, this. Another solar gateway right here that needs to be dispatched. I kinda don't like my ship being on. I kinda don't like my ship being on fire. Thank you very much. All right, and yes, depart the system.
I will mourn for Kalis, but celebrate his life. He was a clone, but he found honor in this life. Now I trust he will find Tovakor to his liking. But before he fell, he showed us the Iconians are mortal. His sacrifice will lead our way to victory. Kapla! Hail Kalis, Emperor and Conqueror!
I think I want the disruptor pulse rate though.
The war continues, and all of our warriors are needed to fight.
Nope. Check my. Okay. All right. Check things here. Let's see what's next.
We have a lead on the Krinim. Voyager went to Krinim's space looking for them a few months ago, but didn't find much more than a Vaudois and some anomalous sensor readings. But now, we found a Ferengi selling what he claims are Krinim artifacts. You are authorized to negotiate with the Ferengi and obtain these artifacts. Follow the trail where it leads. We need a weapon against the Iconians. And the Vaudois have gone to a great deal of trouble to keep whatever secrets the Krinim have out of our hands.
Chronoton. All right. Yeah, go with the deal. I don't know if I go with the other weapon that I have. Of course, the other things too.
The war continues.
All right. Let me pause just for a second. Let me pause just for a second, and I will be right back. All right. Let's continue on. And we got to dock with the station.
Welcome to Josana. You're cleared for docking. We have everything you need for shore leave, and a few things that you didn't even know you wanted. Shopping, drinking, dining, entertainment. You'll find it all here. And don't forget the 77th rule of acquisition. If you break it, I'll charge you for it.
All right, dock in, and this should be where the mission starts. Well, not quite just yet. This should be where the mission starts. Yeah, this one right here. This one right here should be where this actually starts, as opposed to just getting onto the station. Yeah, speaking of the next story mission, I do hope. Speaking of the next story mission, though, I do hope it gets active real soon. I'm actually kind of curious to see where that is gonna go. Understood.
May I help you? Oh, wait, you must be. I'm sorry, but the business facilitator is busy at the moment and cannot be disturbed.
We had an appointment.
Yes, but Quen left me explicit instructions about this. He's in the middle of a delicate negotiation to triple his profits on the sale of a rare Delta Quadrant artifact, and cannot be disturbed.
Doesn't Quinn want to hear an offer from the combined financial resources of Starfleet, Klingon Empire, and the Romulan Republic?
Maybe, let's see, it was something. Krenin, I think? Oh, Delta Quadrant treasures are all the rage right now. Artifacts from cultures the Vatwar wiped out are particularly valuable. Quen's made quite a bit of latinum bringing them back through the gateways. Now, that profit-sharing plan he promised me hasn't materialized, but is it my place to complain?
I know you're just doing your job, but it's very important we get that artifact. Please.
I'm sorry, but my instructions were very clear.
There must be something we could do for you in exchange.
Well, I'm sorry, but I need this job. I'm trying to save up enough for a ticket off this station.
I'll arrange transportation for you anywhere you'd like to go, free of charge.
You can? What am I saying? You have a starship, of course you can. Go on ahead. Quen and the other buyer are in the cargo bay, but you better hurry. They were trying to get the deal finalized before you could stop them. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you for letting us pass. My crew will make arrangements for you. Right, and in we go.
Not so fast. The gentleman with the rather imposing associates over there has just made a very competitive offer for the device. Care to make a counterbid?
I'll make it worth your time to deal exclusively with me.
You said there weren't any other buyers, Quen. And now what do I see? Klingon warriors here to cause trouble and drool on things. Guards, get these riffraff out of here so I can conclude my deal in peace.
I'm not leaving without the device. That attack's a little crazy. Crazy if we could get them all in one place. Kind of like that. There we go. Just make sure I'm not standing in the middle of the dialogue when it starts this time.
Fine. I'll add what I was going to pay those guards to my offer.
Hold it! I am not son of Grand Nagus Rom. And I am a Ferengi. And when you deal with these people, you deal with me. You have a choice. Either deal with me, or I ask my father to have a word with the liquidators about your poor business practices.
Well, I'm sure we could come to an understanding.
That's what I thought. Now, kiss the staff. Get out! Not you,
Shield effect is that shield effect is still going on there.
Here's my best agree on a price, and you get your Delta Quadrant doodad, and I leave. Everyone's happy.
Not so fast, Quinn.
No? Fine. How about I answer your questions and maybe then I get to leave? But let's get on with it. Every minute I stand here, I'm losing a strip of platinum. Time is a very valuable commodity.
What do you know about the relic?
The device is Krenim in origin. Specifically, it's from the Krenim Imperium. Constructed sometime in the mid-22nd century, if I had to take a guess. Strange piece of technology. I haven't seen anything else like it. Highly advanced, and it has hallmarks of Krenim work, but it's, odd. Definitely odd.
What happened to the Krenim?
The Vatlar, that's what. At one point, the Krenim Imperium held more than 200 star systems in the Delta Quadrant. They lost some of that territory in a couple wars, but overall they were doing well. Not the biggest business in the quadrant, but not the smallest either. When the Vatlar started their war, Gaul took a special interest in the Krenim. Bombed them back to the Stone Age, and then some. As far as anyone knows, the Krenim are basically extinct these days.
Where did you get the device?
I picked it up from a Talaxian who wanted to trade for supplies. He told me he got it from the Kayana system. That was it. There used to be a Krenim colony there, but it's gone now, just like the rest of their empire.
Gone. The Vodwar destroyed them?
The Talaxian wasn't very clear on that. He just said, gone. If I'd asked any more questions, he might have increased his price.
Anything else?
As a show of good faith to the son of the Nagus, I'm willing to tell you for free. But don't let this get around. It would ruin my reputation as a businessman. The device emits some unusual energy readings. The shielding may have malfunctioned, or maybe it's not fully operational anymore. I'm not sure. But that's why I'm selling it as an antique. As is, and no refunds.
What kind of unusual energy readings?
Do I look like a member of the Vulcan Science Academy to you? I don't know. It's yours now. You paid for it. You figure it out. I hope it doesn't blow up your ship. Now, may I go so we can put all this unpleasantness behind us? I want to drown my sorrows in a comet cocktail and think about all the profit I didn't earn today.
Go, and stay out of trouble.
Don't let the staff of office and these good looks fool you. I'm here as a Starfleet officer, and I don't normally flaunt my family connections, but in this case, it seemed like the best way to solve the problem. So I borrowed my dad's second best staff.
Thanks for the assist. Didn't look like Oberlin was going to let us purchase this critical artifact while he was still in the room.
Interesting. I know Voyager encountered the Krenim during the journey, and Tuvok was looking for survivors of the Vodwar purges. For now, though, perhaps we should concentrate on learning what we can from this device.
Agreed. Now what should we do about the force field?
Quinn left without taking down his security, but fortunately I know how to get around it. This isn't a very sophisticated system. It's hardly worth the latinum he paid for it. If we overload the EPS conduits, we'll create a cascade failure in the system that the control protocols won't be able to handle. That should drop the force field.
You're the son of the Grand Nagus?
It's true. My father is Grand Nagus Rom. I don't normally have much to do with his business dealings, but in this instance, a little show seemed to be the best way to solve our problem.
How'd you end up in Starfleet?
I grew up on Deep Space Nine with my father and my uncle Quark. That was back before my dad became the Nagus. He was just a maintenance tech. Like my father, I preferred engineering to business. Captain Sisko helped me get into the academy, the first Ferengi ever to join Starfleet. Then my Grand Mogi started seeing Grand Nagus Zek, and there were a lot of changes on Ferenginar. When Zek decided to retire, he thought my dad would be the right person to see them through.
I see.
Interesting. I know Voyager and Quinn left without taking down his security, but fortunately I know how to get around it. This isn't a very...
Oh.
We paid for it. If we overload the EPS conduits, we'll create a cascade failure in the system that the control protocols won't be able to handle.
Hold on a second. Let me get rid of this thing. Hopefully it doesn't show up on the deal. There we go. Okay. Just overload the EPS conduits. That really isn't secure at all.
I think you can overload the EPS conduits in the corner there.
Right over here.
Now that the power flow is disrupted, we can override the administrative access requirement.
Right, I'll override the controls next.
The controls are, yes, over here by the artifact.
He's still there, by the way.
Excellent. Now we can get a good look at this.
All right, investigate the device.
The waveforms aren't like anything I've seen before. I think I'm getting something. This is definitely Krenim in origin. And Quinn was right on the age. I'm also seeing some repeating elements in the base code, almost like a signature. And that strange energy Quinn was talking about is actually chronotons. A lot of chronotons. And chronotons mean temporal manipulation. This little box just got a lot more interesting.
I hate temporal mechanics.
I'll take the device back to my ship, the Chimera, and have a look while we're on the way to the Kiana system. From what I understand, Voyager sent an away team to the Kiana system a few weeks ago, but they encountered some resistance and were forced to pull back before they can find what they were looking for. But now that we have this, maybe we'll be able to find what remains of the Krenim, if there's anything left to find.
Understood. See you in the Delta Quadrant. Quinn did not move out of the room during that conversation. I think that's the first time I've ever seen that happen. Luckily that wasn't as big a bug as some of the others I've run into playing this game. If that's the kind of bug I encountered during the game, it'd be fine. Especially when I was doing that stupid last VOD War mission where it wouldn't just continue, and I don't know why. Or when the ships get stuck on the platforms.
As a Starfleet officer, but this is my first time seeing the Delta Quadrant. According to Quinn, the Krenim artifact came from this system. I hope we haven't come all this way just to chase ghosts. I've had a chance to look at the Krenim device, although I'm not sure how to activate it yet. It's definitely designed for temporal manipulation, although I don't think it would enable someone to travel through time. It's almost like a step sideways, if that makes any sense at all. I'll keep working on it and let you know if I learn anything more.
Perhaps we can find something here that can explain it.
Voyager's preliminary scans of the system turned up a number of anomalies, but nothing conclusive. According to Krenim records, though, there's supposed to be an M-class planet in this system. We're not reading anything like that on the sensors.
Maybe the planet is the source of the asteroids. We're also picking up some wreckage.
Could be. Let's check that wreckage out first. It might give us a better idea of what happened out here. And we should be on the lookout for Vodwar. Preliminary scans indicate they've been actively patrolling through this system.
Agreed. Set a course for the wreckage around that asteroid.
Keep an eye out for Vodwar. They're still patrolling this area.
Get those.
If I had to place a bet, I'd say that wreckage is where this artifact was found.
Alright. Scan the wreckage.
Heads up! Vodwar on an intercept course.
Those constrictors are annoying as hell. Okay, he's focused on the Chimera, so he was focused on the Chimera.
The wreckage appears to be Krenim. The weapon signatures are definitely Vodwar. According to Voyager, the Krenim were a fairly small society. There had to be a reason the Vodwar went out of their way to target them. Let's move. There might be more ships in range.
Of course, we need to go over here.
There are more Vodwar on an intercept course, but we may be able to avoid them. I suggest we use the mineral content of the asteroids I've marked to conceal our energy signatures. Vodwar sensors aren't as good as ours. Most of their technological advantage appears to be directed toward making better weapons. So it should work, as long as we don't attract their attention before we get out of their path.
Good idea. Let's try using the asteroids as cover. If I have to guess, if we run out of time, all that does is attract more enemies for you to destroy, have to destroy.
Heralds! They must be looking for that Vodwar patrol. I don't think those heralds detected us. Let's hope they don't come back this way.
Alright, gotta go over here now. Scan this moon.
Heralds inbound! The Vodwar must have gotten a signal out.
And
So much for our investigation.
alright. One ship shouldn't be an issue. What are you, Yeah, I was gonna say, one ship shouldn't be an issue. What are you,
There was something about the Krenim that was such a threat to the Vodwar and the Iconians that they're still patrolling the old Krenim systems. If we can find more Krenim technology, or maybe unlock what we have, we might be able to find out what is so important. That could be something the Alliance can use against the Iconians. I recommend that the Chimera and your ship patrol the outer system while we take an away team to the surface. I'll bring the device and keep trying to learn more about it.
agreed. My team will meet you there. It's just one. It was just one Iconian or one Herald ship, so really wasn't too much trouble to deal with. Of course, I remember because I just recently did this mission. I had issues on the ground portion. What was it? I think it was the. I want to say it was the temporal agent that I had issues with. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes this time. We'll see how this goes this time.
This doesn't make sense. There's nothing here that would cause the readings I was seeing from orbit, but there are traces of chronotron particles. I've never known chronotrons to appear naturally without some sort of temporal manipulation going on, but there's nothing here. I'm starting to come up with a theory, but I need some more data. I recommend we take some additional scans.
Agreed. There's something here. We need to find it.
Exactly, but we need to be quick. Those patrols we encountered in orbit will be missed soon. I'm going to order the Chimera to try to avoid contact, but warn us if more ships arrive.
Agreed. Pick the areas for scans. Let's get going.
These tall spires are charged with temporal energy.
Scan the scan thing.
Curious. It's almost like it's in a state of temporal flux. I need to get some scans. There's something going on.
All right.
There are more mineral deposits over there.
Yeah, this one.
There's a resonant frequency here that's not natural. I'm reading another anomaly ahead.
Yeah, this thing right here. All right. Oh, whoops. Hey, there we go.
These anomalies have a shape, like a warp field, but not quite the same.
And we got to scan. Got to scan this one.
The only other place I've seen sensor readings like this was in the wormhole.
Fall back, Pegh. We'll deal with the heralds already here.
There, behind those rocks.
All right.
Hurry! They'll be here any moment. This area looks defensible. Get ready. I have an idea. We need to use the device. I've been trying to activate it, and I've almost got it. Keep them busy. If I can get it working, I should be able to conceal us.
Do what you must. We will protect you.
Here they come!
Come on, use the thing. All right. Trying to sit down. Trying to sit down things here. Good.
More reinforcements inbound.
All right.
I'm working as quickly as I can.
Yeah, we're trying. Ah, crap. Well, it was a good try. It was a good try. I'm kind of surprised that the bite. I don't know how close I need. I don't know how close I needed for it to be for that bite thing to actually work.
I need more time to align these frequencies.
I've almost got that I've almost got that one thing too.
Almost there. Just one more connection and that should...
Yep, of course he's gone. I only had to transport to the cave. I only had to go to the cave once here. Well, a little bit too... Good. All right. Thought we got rid of them. Thought we got rid of all of them, but apparently we did not. Yep. All right. Hey. Going. I got the very rare endeavor. I'm trying to think. Does the dinosaur cause anti-protons? Is that what it was? I know. It just says it's a It just says it's a combat pet. So. So I'm done with it. What? They moved in really quick.
If you'll forgive the pun, I managed to buy us some time. It's taken me some time to convince the Krenim to help us, but they finally agreed. Remember how I said the device could remove someone from the time stream? It did. That's where we are now, in the temporal bubbles. And how we perceive time in here is a little different than outside. That's why the Heralds can't see us. We're out of their timelines. Out of all timelines, in fact. While we're here, it's almost like we don't exist.
And not existing is an improvement?
No one's shooting at us. I think that's a good thing. The Krenim they're a little touchy. Almost being driven to extinction by the Vaadwaur has made them suspicious. But they're willing to talk to us if we help them stabilize the temporal energy. I suggest we help. I wouldn't want to be in here if the fields collapse.
Let's talk to the Krenim.
I've had some time to observe you and Captain Nog, and your actions make it clear that you are no friend of the Vaadwaur or the Heralds. This does not, however, assure me that you will be allies to my people. The Krenim have lost much. Our empire is gone, and our people have been killed or scattered. We are what remains, and I will do whatever I must to protect this system, even if it means leaving you to face the Heralds alone.
What can we do to prove ourselves?
You have already repaired some of our emitters that were damaged by the attack, but there is more yet to do. Should our temporal equipment fail, this location will be instantly overrun by Heralds. If that happens, none of us will survive.
How can we assist?
More of our emitters must be realigned, and there are other pieces of equipment my people are already working to repair. Assist my team, and then we will talk again.
Understood. I need to go over here. Or do anything since I've got this. G weapons, critical severity. Let's go with that one since we don't. Let's go with that one since we don't have it.
Your fight overloaded some of the power couplings we use to moderate the temporal flow. If we had a contained space like the technology was originally designed for, this wouldn't be a problem. But we keep pushing the boundaries of what these flow modulators will do. I'm rerouting the power to take stress off the damaged couplings. But first, we need to get this capacitor aligned and ready for the transfer.
I'll do what I can to assist.
Okay, now it's starting to look like something.
Go. It's one. We gotta go over here and help. We gotta go over here and assist with the second. Then all the way in the opposite direction. All the way in the opposite direction to assist with the third one.
The temporal compensators are out of alignment. They help keep us at a stable point in the timeline. If they fail completely, we could end up lost in time. Grab a hyperspanner. We need to get this fixed before the drift coefficient moves out of the safe zone.
I'll do what I can to help. Fix this. Begin repairs. I think it's disconnect the buffer. Oh, okay, nope. Realign, okay, yeah, realign the crystals, then disconnect, and then reconnect.
Good. I'll put the next location on your tricorder.
Okay, yeah, had to realign the deals. Luckily things didn't get too out of hand. When the oh my god. Luckily things didn't get too out of hand when I screwed that up. And it only happened once, so I can't complain there. Alright. And here.
Hold this. No, hold it right next to the bracket. Or the spanner won't... There. Got it. Thanks. Something is putting too much stress on these components. I'm not sure what it is, but we don't have enough spare parts to keep rebuilding this transceiver. Grab a tricorder and run a level 3 diagnostic. Maybe there are some microfractures. If we can find and repair those, this should hold out until I can fabricate a new unit.
Sure, I'll help. Alright. I think the first one here is... Yeah, we got to scan. Got to repair. Oh. Okay. Now we got to... Alright.
That should do it.
Alright. I thought we had to repair them, but nope. Alright, so that should be the three things. That should be the three things we need. So let's talk.
You've shown you're willing to help. Now perhaps we can come to a mutually beneficial arrangement.
How?
We have Anorax's plans, but not the... Interesting. The Heralds are opening a gateway.
What?
The repairs should be enough.
I beg mercy, Great One. It appears they used a cloaking device and escaped.
You are forgiven. Make preparations to depart.
As you command.
An interesting development.
These sentients have proven to be resourceful. Already they have thwarted our plan to bring in the Solanae fleet.
Those struggles are meaningless.
And yet they injured even you, Ticket. I advise caution. They are more dangerous than they appear.
We should render worlds asunder. Spill Valiant's blood until it fills the oceans. It is time to strike.
I understand you want vengeance, but we must not act in haste.
We will continue with our plan. The whole must be as one. The whole must be as one. The attack on Iconia broke our unity. We were divided, diminished, weak. The other saved us from oblivion, but it took centuries to rebuild our bonds. We cannot risk more loss. The whole must be as one. The campaign will continue as planned.
Right.
They couldn't see us? There were Iconians right in front of us and nothing. They had no idea we were here. We were completely safe.
You're right. This could be what we need.
The only protection left to my people is our ability to manipulate time. But it is something we must do with great care. Even the most innocuous of changes can ripple through reality in unexpected ways.
You're talking about advanced temporal theory.
My people and I have made Anarax's theories of temporal manipulation our lives' work. In at least one temporal variant, his ship made the Krenim Imperium the undisputed masters of this region of space. If only we could recreate that vessel.
What vessel?
Anarax designed a ship, a wondrous vessel that could manipulate the time streams and erase elements in an attempt to bring about a desired result. Our records show that he even attempted to use this vessel to restore the Krenim's fortunes, but he was defeated by an unknown alliance. Afterward, the Krenim Imperium declined, as perhaps was its fate all along. We were diminished, but content to let time progress as it would. Until the Vodwar.
The Vodwar destroyed all the Krenim colonies in this area.
The first Krenim worlds to fall managed to warn the others. When the Vodwar came, we hid ourselves in the time stream. It was the only way we survived. Before the Vodwar arrived, we were working on a relic. It was a replica of Anarax's time ship. With it, we could have gone back and eliminated the Vodwar threat before it even began.
Why haven't you done so already?
The Vodwar's assault on the Imperium took too much from us. Now we possess Anarax's work, but not the means to bring it to life. You have seen what our technology can do. We have the designs. You have the manpower and the materials. Perhaps your governments would be interested in mutual cooperation. Allow us a chance to undo what the Vodwar did, and we will give you something that will erase your enemies from time itself.
Generous offer, but it's one we need to consider carefully. Do you want to risk all you have left on a chance for success?
There's more here than what you've seen.
You've hidden the entire planet?
Yes, we removed ourselves from the time stream to stay alive. With your help, we can change everything.
You hid an entire planet, but you can't build this time ship on your own?
We have the plans. Our resources are almost gone.
We have shipyards, workers, and all the materials you could need.
Precisely. We revealed ourselves to you as a gesture of good faith. What will you do in return?
The Iconians and the Heralds are gone. It's safe to resync with our time and contact our ship. But this is huge. A whole Krenim colony that survived the Vodwar? One that has temporal technology that even the Iconians can't counter? A weaponized time ship that can erase entire civilizations like they never existed? This could change the entire war. We could have a chance now.
Shipang, we're ready to beam up. Okay, we found the Krenim. I'll explain as soon as we're back on board.
peripheral mechanics is not a complication we need, but this weapon they are proposing sounds intriguing. You and Captain Nog were correct in thinking the Alliance would be interested in investigating such a thing. Personally, I approve of anything the Iconians might fear. Kapla!
I want to have a look at this. I want to have a tactical miracle worker. Okay, I was thinking, for some reason, I was just thinking it was the, like the ship that Nog is using. I said I want the Chronoton split beam.
The war continues.
Alright. I'm going to touch that right there.
Please report to the Kiana system. Our partnership with the Krenim is starting to bear fruit, but the project may take more time to complete than we have left. We must consider any...
Alright. Yeah, I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to do this mission. I'm not going to do this mission this go around. I'll save that for next time. So I'm done for right now, so do me a favor if you would. Be sure to hit that thumbs up. Helps me and my channel out quite a bit.